Hello beauties, as promised I want to come and bring a tutorial on how I prepare my Bentonite Clay mixture for my hair wash routine. I've been using Bentonite Clay over the past few weeks as my hair washing method, and I tell you ladies, I am in love. My hair is in love. This is truly what I have been looking for over the past year or so, ever since I determined that hair washing shampoos were not for me. I've tried so many different alternatives to regular shampoo, and I tried the sulfate free, I tried the no poo, I tried so many different techniques, processes, and used so many products, and at the end of the day everything was still the same. I wasn't satisfied. The only thing that came close to giving me any type of satisfaction, I would say, would be conditioner washing. But even still, with conditioner washing, I just had the concern of whether or not I was giving my scalp the ultimate cleansing that it needed to create the proper environment that was conducive to healthy hair growing. You all know I love growth aids. You all know I massage my scalp with oils each week. So when it came to conditioner washing, I had the concern of product buildup, not just on my scalp, but also on my hair strand. I know what you all are going to say. That's why you do clarifying washing. And I did that. I would do that on a routine basis. However, I hated doing clarifying washes. It left my strands feeling overly stripped. It left my scalp feeling dry. Sometimes my scalp would be so dry that it would be peeling, not flaking, but peeling. So I hated that, but I did it because I knew that's what I had to do to remove any product buildup. Because if I haven't learned anything on this hair care journey, I have learned that when it comes to hair growth, it starts with a healthy scalp. When it comes to length retention, it starts with healthy strands. So I knew that, and that's why I did the clarifying washes, so that I can remove as much product buildup that accumulated over the weeks of doing conditioner washing. But at the end of the day, I really was not happy, and I kept searching, and that's why I'm so happy that I came up on the Bentonite Clay. Bentonite Clay actually have the chemical makeup where it actually is able to get deep down into your scalp pores, and it just do like a detoxification and a purification. It just pull out all of those toxins and those impurities that impede on us having a primal healthy scalp that is needed in order to optimize on our hair growth potential. So I really love that about it. And apart from pulling out impurities, it also has the benefits of imparting conditioning factors into the hair strand that actually prepares the strands for your next step in your hair care regimen. And for many of us, that would be our deep conditioners. I tell you now, some of us may not even want to use deep conditioners after using the Bentonite Clay wash. And I'm not going to lie. After I did my first one, I even had to ask myself, do I still need to do a deep conditioner? But you all know I love my deep conditioner, so I did it. And I'm glad I did, because I noticed how different my hair responded to the deep conditioning. I mean, it seemed like the Bentonite Clay set the stage, it set the foundation for all the next steps. I tell you, like I said, my deep conditioner, it was even better. It seemed like it was amped up. My leave-in moisturizer, even my moisturizing and sealing each week has been so on, so on top of its game. So I'm just really, really crediting all of that to my new hair wash routine, which is using the Bentonite Clay. So ladies, let's get started. Now, one thing you will find out about my Bentonite Clay mixture is that it is very basic, especially compared to looking at some of the other YouTube videos where ladies add a lot of products to their stuff. Now, I was going to add other oils, essential oils, and things like that to my mixture, but I didn't know what to add. So what I decided is I would do a basic mixture and evaluate my hair afterwards. And if I see that I need to add something, I'll add something. For example, if I felt that my hair was dry, then I'll add oils the next week. But lucky for me, I didn't have to do that. My basic mixture gave me everything that I needed. My scalp was cleansed, as well as my strands were cleansed but conditioned. So I just have left it at my basic treatment, my basic mixture, and I've just been rolling with that. But you can take this basic mixture and you can add to it. Use it as a blueprint. Add to it and take away from it as your hair care regimen sees fit. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the products and the utensils that you're going to need in order to do your mixture. First, to mix your product up, you want to get a plastic bowl or a wooden bowl. I use either, whichever one I can grab. Today I'm going to use the plastic one so that you all will be able to see through it. And this is plastic, it's not glass. And you can use a glass if you wanted to. Now also, we're going to have our measuring cups. This is a half a cup, and our measuring spoon, which is 1 tablespoon. Now to mix your mixture up, you want to use either a wooden utensil or plastic one. I like using a plastic fork. The reason being is because when you activate the bentonite clay with the liquid, big lumps can form. So I'm able to really break those lumps down by the grooves of the plastic fork. So I'm going to be using a plastic fork like I always do. Or you can even use your beauty spatula for that matter. But as I stated, you can take away from this mixture or add to it. But what I don't want you to steer away from is using plastic containers and plastic stirring utensils. That is very important. You do not want to use metal. One thing about the chemical makeup of the bentonite clay is that if it comes in contact with metal, the metal actually causes a negative reaction with the chemical, and it would actually form a whole new substance. And we don't want to be putting no new chemicals on our hair and we don't know what it is, okay? But that's what, doing this with metal will cause. And on top of that, it would then diminish the effectiveness that the bentonite clay need to be having on your hair. So it don't make no sense to go through all of that and not get the benefits. So to activate our bentonite clay, the liquids we're going to be using is our aloe vera gel. You can actually use aloe vera juice if that's what you have. Either one. Just today, all I have is the gel. We're also going to be using our apple cider vinegar, okay? And we're going to be using some handy dandy water. This is warm water in here. And for our main attraction, our honoree for this video is our bentonite clay. And I actually used the Health and Beauty Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. Calcium bentonite. It is pure 100% calcium bentonite. And that's what you want. Make sure it's calcium bentonite. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set this jar up here so I can get some height so you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So we're going to start out by taking our, more than our half a cup, and I'm going to do 1 cup. So I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm going to have to pour it in. Next, we're going to go ahead and activate it with our liquid. And I'm going to start with the apple cider vinegar. Now, the reason that I use apple cider vinegar in my mixture is because when you activate the bentonite clay, especially with just water, it has a high pH balance of 7, actually 7.5. And that is just too alkaline for our hair. So we want to bring the pH balance down close to 5.5 as possible, which is the natural pH balance of our hair strand. And anytime I'm using something that's going to sit on my hair for a period of time, I definitely want to make sure that it is pH balanced. So I'm going to go and add 3 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to add half a cup of aloe vera gel. Now, the aloe vera gel, the benefits of that, as you all know, when I was in Molly Twist, I fell in love with aloe vera gel and aloe vera juice. I really feel that it brought my scalp into primal condition, as well as it helped with reducing the excessive shedding. So we're going to do half a cup. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix this up. Again, I like using the fork because it allows me to deal with these clumps. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my water. Now, you're going to just mix it until you get the consistency that you're looking for. I prefer to have the consistency of thick pancake batter. You know how if you add a lot of water or milk to pancake batter, it will make it liquidy. You can, make those thin pancakes, but if you add less water, less milk, you would actually have thick pancake batter for those thick pancakes. Well, that's the type of batter that I like to get, the mixture rather that I like to get, more of like a thick pancake batter. Now, don't be concerned with the lumps. This is clay, not sand. You know how you take some sand and you add water to it, it then causes a clump, and if you bust the clump open, you have dry sand just sitting there. That is not what happens with this. These clumps is actually clay. It is liquefied bentonite clay. And what has happened is when you first added your liquid, there was not a balanced ratio of liquid to clay. So that's what caused the clump. But if you take that clump and you put it on your hair, you will see as you smush it in, it's clay. It is fully liquefied. Now, some people don't like to deal with the clumps. What you can do is you can add a little bit more liquid as you see fit, and you will find that as you add more liquid and stir, the clumps will disappear. So, for those that want clumps. Now, I've seen some ladies say if you don't like the clumps, you can actually use a hand blender. Don't do that unless your blender have plastic blades. Right, metal blades cannot be put in this mixture, okay? So unless your hand mixture have plastic blades, then do not. Just get over those clumps or add a little bit more water, okay? To me, I really don't care too much about the little clumps. I always try and get rid of the big clumps. Now, hopefully you can see that's like the mixture that I like, okay? We don't want to lose any. And you would just add more clay and more liquid to get the amount that you need for your hair. And this is a good amount for me and my hair. Get the amount that you need for your hair, as well as get the consistency that you like, okay? And that's it. Like I said, my mixture is very basic. If I see fit to add anything to this mixture, I will come and do an updated video, but for right now, this is good for me. Now, let me say this. If you're going to add, use this as a blueprint. You can use my mixture as a blueprint, but if you're going to add to it, do it one product a week or one washing period at a time, because you want to know what it is that is helping the mixture or hindering it from being its best. If you go adding in 3 different type of oils and then be like, oh, darn it don't feel right. You don't know which oil caused it to go astray, okay? So you definitely want to do it one product at one hair washing treatment at a time. But that's my mixture. And now I'm going to do a part 2 where we're going to I'm going to show you all how I apply it to my hair. All right, stay tuned. Thank you.